Yo, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? It's the one and only zGasmz back with some Robo Scorpion ass beating Dr. Mobius killing action. I decided to put on the sonic emitter, and actually it does work. I wish I had done this in the first place, because as you can see, it knocks them back and it stuns them. The only problem is all the other scorpions that are shooting me, but this motherfucker that I'm hitting, he's not doing shit. He's like sitting there, he's like, oh, I can't fucking move. And it's actually a pretty easy DLC. If I could have done one thing different, I probably wouldn't have shot Mobius and then went back down into where I am. I probably would have, actually not. I think the spot I'm in is actually a pretty good spot, because now that I think about it, if I was walking around like the laboratory, it probably would have given them better chances to shoot me and whatnot. So I think that was actually a pretty good tactic, but I'm just fucking camping in a corner. But it's been kind of weird lately. Honestly, I was thinking about quitting commentating. I was like, oh, this is kind of weird, you know, commentating over games, and I mean, like, no one's really watching my shit, and I don't know, I just didn't really have that spark anymore. But I don't know, I've just been thinking, and I'm not gonna quit, so yay. Not that a lot of people care. I'm mainly just gonna do it to hopefully get my fan base to where I want it, because right now I have like 350 subs, but it's like acting like a 100 sub channel, which is kind of like unfortunate, but that's my fault just for being inactive and not putting in enough work. And I realize that, and I don't blame it on anyone. I take the full blame for that. I should have worked harder to get a partnership like I wanted to. So I decided I'm gonna make another run at it, and I'm gonna actually do work this time, not fuck around and all that shit. Because before, I started commentating when I was a freshman, and then once sophomore year came around, I kind of lost interest in it, and I had other shit going on in my personal life. But now I've come to the point where I actually have time to do this shit, and I actually want to do it. So staying around, guys, as much as you hate it. But this is the cutscene right here, so I'm gonna stay quiet.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through bits of radioactive muck again? Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie? Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment? I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are. Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand. Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it. I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you. Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones. I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it? Indeed, quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it? I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us. Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share. And you believe them? Really? I know you have recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead. Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day. All right, what's the plan? Right! Look out, think tank! This brain is coming out of its jar! I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go! Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Alright, got my brain back. Now we're gonna head over to the think tank to whip some ass. It's actually really funny. It's really easy to kill all of them. Get teabag food, teabag all your dead corpses. Oh, eat a dick, son. But I cut out all the shit going to there, so it's just gonna fade into me walking into the think tank. Because honestly, it's really boring. But right here, it's pretty cool. It's all red, and they're all standing there to kill me. And then I take out the 50 cal. Bah! Oh my god, I love the 50 cal. I swear to god, if I could just use one gun, it'd either be that or the YCS. Those are like my two favorite guns. And just look how easy it's just killing them. That was like 2 shots with the incendiary rounds. I'm not even using the explosive. If I was using the explosive rounds, I probably would have killed them all in like 1 shot. But this is so sick. They all just died really easily, and they can't even hit me. Their attacks suck dick. And I didn't realize this until now, but I went up there and then I seen that objective come up and I was like, oh, I gotta go. And I didn't even search the body, so I was like, what the fuck. But that was it for the think tank, or not the think tank, for Old World Blues. Peace to the next one, guys. I'm probably gonna be uploading the Remnant Armor, fuck, what is it? The Remnant Armor videos and whatnot. But if you want, I could upload the ending to this DLC, and I might just do that as a separate video and not even put commentary over it, because it's really long. It's like 10 minutes almost, just for like the ending cutscene, and I could put that up. I probably will. So yeah, so just yeah. Thanks, guys. I don't know how I'm gonna end this, but zGasmz out. Peace to the next one, bitch. I'm out.